In the previous segment, let me refresh your memory, we worked with the Files panel. The Files panel, I love this thing so much, I'm going to open it again just to look at it. Click this button right here. Allows me access to my remote server, allows me to move things back and forth as I make them, as I fix them, as I update them. This keeps my clients and my web browsing people all happy, and we do it with the click of a button. I absolutely love the Files panel. Let's go ahead and close that out. As much as I love this panel, there's another one that I think I love almost a little bit more based on what it does, and it's called Assets. So I'm going to click the Assets tab right here. Actually, let's drag that out. Makes sense. Let's put it out here so we can see it. I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. Now, check this out. When you're working with assets, there's a fundamental difference. Actually, it's more than a fundamental, it's a big difference on how the information is organized. When we work in files, I made these folders. I determined what went in each one. I can open them up and see exactly what's in them. Over on the Assets panel, what you're looking at is images regardless of where I put them. So what you're looking at in Assets is what they are, not where they are. For example, this button right here is for images. And that means every single image in this website, regardless of where I stuck them, is now in this list, alphabetically. I can click on these, look at them all day long. If I decide I want that image in a web page I have open, it's very easy. I could drag it over. We'll ignore this part right here and pretend it's not there. And there you go. You can do it another way. You can select the insert point of where you want that to go and then click the Insert button down here. And again, we'll ignore this. And there you go again. All of my images are organized according to what they are, not where I put them. If I click that button, I get all of them, and there are over 100 images in the site. The second little button right here is for colors. So, okay, Andy, where did those come from? Think of it this way. When you work on a website, you're creating the website, you're using colors for the first time. Once you save those pages, Dreamweaver tracks what you do and actually puts them here, and then you can use them when you need them. In what way? Well, let's say for whatever reason, I want to change the color of that subheading. Now, I know I used a color on another page, but I don't remember where it is, or I know the numbers of the color, and now I have to write them all in again and start all over. Now, I can just drag it. If I drag it over on the selected text, it will allow me to create a rule for it. Now, I'll click Cancel. What that rule would have done is been applied to the text, so the next time I needed that color, I could have used the rule up here, and if I decided I didn't like that color across the board, changing the rule would change it everywhere else. I did not put these colors here. Dreamweaver did it for me. The next button, love this one, all my URLs. Again, let's say that we want to put a link on the words photojournalist. I have already done it one time on another page. That's why these are here. I did not put them there. They were put there by Dreamweaver as it watched me work. If I want to assign an already tested link, that's why I like this, I can come over here and grab it and just drag it here and let go, and there's the link. One step away. It's tested. I know it works. It's been used before. Dreamweaver watches what I do and puts them over here. The rest of these will be blank for this website for a reason. This is a very simple website in terms of what I can do for them. They're hosting, they don't want a lot of CSS, they don't want a lot of anything. It's kind of a tables and a couple of rules kind of website. So I don't have any Flash, although if I did, it would be here, SWF files. I don't have any Shockwave files. I don't have any movie files. I don't have any scripts. I don't have any templates, and I don't have any library items, although we will talk about those things. The Assets panel, when you think about it, is really pretty cool, because it allows you to organize your material based on what it is, not where you put it. Now, there's one more thing. Let's go back to images. I have over 100 images in this set, and there are some I use more often than others. Like, for example, if we come back up here again, there's one called Andy1, and hey, I use me all the time. And I'm sick and tired of going through the list and finding me just so I can drag me out onto a web page. So we have a button called Favorites. Now, I can assign Andy1 or any other images a favorite status. And that's true of anything else we have up here, more or less. If I click the button right here, that's Favorites. It's going to tell me it's going to put it over there. I click OK, and then I click Favorites, and there it is. Which means I can get around all the junk of scrolling down through hundreds of images simply by using favorites. The other cool thing about favorites that I do like is I can come over here and I can change the name of the favorite. Now, why would I do that? Well, if you look back on my originals, go to images right here. All of these have the names of the digital camera that I used, the Nikon D3. Okay, DCS, blah, blah, blah. That doesn't mean a whole lot to me. It's possible I would like to rename one of these, but I can't do it here. But I can give it a temporary name in favorites if I want to do that, which makes it easier for me when I go to favorites to identify it. The Assets panel is awesome. I know I've said that, and I'll say it again. Because it controls everything in your website. It makes assumptions on URLs and colors that allows you to use them over and over again. I really do like the Assets panel.